So I am doing a social media post, even though I hate social media, because it's very exciting for me. My very first guest for podcast guest for 2021 is someone that I'm mask to mask, face to face with, and so we are here with Dr. Steffes, who is going to talk to us on Monday, on the 15th, on the podcast about pelvic floor health. And I want to ask you, Susan, what is one of the reasons that someone might need to see a pelvic floor physical therapist that would surprise us?
So about a decade or so ago, a study was done that looked at the correlation between low back pain in women and pelvic floor dysfunction. And very surprisingly, to the researchers as well, what was found was about 72% of women who came into a physical therapist for low back pain specifically, when questioned further, was revealed that they also were experiencing pelvic floor dysfunction. Now, it didn't tease out which came first, the chicken or the egg, but the fact that those two things run together, and pelvic floor dysfunction is so often overlooked with low back pain, hip pain, other types of orthopedic situations, that it actually can be contributing to. So just because you have low back pain, it may not be coming from your back. It could be coming from the pelvic floor.
Good to know. Good to know. And the other thing that you will want to know is why Susan is standing in front of these alpacas, which has to do with her new career. She is a retired pelvic floor physical therapist.
Yes.
And when you tune into the podcast, or when you join us for our live Q&A on the 20th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you will get to ask her any questions that you have that come up from the podcast. And we'll talk about all kinds of other things that had to get cut out of the podcast because it was such a great conversation. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, now get off your phones.